2, what's good with y'all, man? I miss y'all boys, man. Hey, look, man. I know y'all see my little ice machine right here. The crutches right here, bro. Hey, man, I had the knee surgery, but hey, we recovering well. So, you know what I'm saying? We blessed. So today, we cooking up an ethnic beat. My boy Sober, he sent me a crazy starter. I'm going to put his info, his Instagram right here, man. Y'all got to check my boy out because he's too tough with it. But yeah, man, we're going to cook up a little ethnic beat off the starter he sent. If y'all like the video, if your head get to bobbing, you know you got to drop me a like. Sub if you learn something new. So without further ado, let's get into this thing. Alright, so we in FL, man. We at 120 BPM. The starter he sent me was actually at 138, but I slowed it down because I just heard something a little different on it if I slowed it down. So I'm gonna let y'all hear that starter. As you can see, I already kind of started adding some melodies, but we'll go through all that. This is the starter he sent me though. Time. Man, that's way too hard, bro. So yeah, the starter was actually at a lower pitch as well. I pitched it up 400 cents to get it at D sharp minor, so I could play it on my keyboard here, because D sharp minor, if you didn't know, is all the black keys. So I don't know how to play piano at all, but I know how to click some black keys. So that's what we did, man. So let's get into the melodies. Alright, so one of the first sounds we went and added on that thing was an instrument called a duduk. I think that's how you pronounce it, a duduk. It's in Contact, the Balkan Ethnic Orchestra. So this is what that sounds like. Real cool. So like I said, man, we in D sharp minor with it. I actually set my scale. Go to view, scale highlight, and right click D sharp, and it's in minor there. So you see what we did here. We're on the root note, D sharp. We went up to, basically we kind of almost built a chord. So like a regular D sharp chord would be, that would be a chord right there. So I kind of just went up the little chord itself, D sharp to that F sharp. But instead of this A sharp, I just went to this G, because that's how I like what it sounded by ear. And then on the second half of it, we went from the D sharp to the F sharp, and then we just went down a half step or a semitone, just to give it a dark sound there. So y'all already know the rules, man. If you play on these half steps, these notes that are right next to each other, it's gonna sound darker. And then if we go into the mixer here, we have a little Valhalla vintage verb on it. We got the pre-delay at 3.9, turn down the mix sum, turn down the decay, and we turned up the low cut to take the reverb off of the low end. Then we have a pan man too, so we just have it panning between the two ears here, just a little ear candy for the listener. And then we just got a simple EQ, taking out the lows, cutting out some of them highs because that thing was piercing my ear. And then we got the a little cut here because there was a like really high frequency sound that I was not liking in there. So real simple, man. All right, so we back in Contact for the next melody. This is the Yang Kin. This was a free library in Contact, but I guess I lost my license, so it opened in a demo. So I can't even like really show y'all what this library does, but it's super fire. I don't know if it's still free, but it's so fire. Luckily, I went ahead and I already rendered it out, so we have the melody. But I'll show y'all the MIDI real quick. So all we're doing here, like I said, we're in D sharp, man. D sharp, and I'm just kind of going down the scale on this. Y'all will hear what it sounds like. Now in this library as well, there's different phrases. So a phrase in the VST is when like it plays kind of a different little like melody when you just click one key. You'll hear it when I show y'all, but basically it's gonna go down this little melody just like this, and y'all will hear on the last note at the end of each of the little 4 bars kind of how it sounds a little bit different. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that for y'all. That little drum. That's that phrase, man. That's just so hard, bro. All right. So as you can see, we're already starting to get that vibe, like, you know what I'm saying, that real ethnic vibe, man. On the mixing for that, I just threw a simple little Valhalla vintage verb on there. Again, cut down the mix, cut down the delay, turn up the low cut. Alright, so the last melody we have is the Balkan Ethnic Orchestra. This is the Gypsy Romantic Violin. I might add some more melodies, I don't know yet. But yeah, same thing, man. We're kind of just playing with those same notes, going up the scale a little bit. And we got this high octave note here, y'all hear that, and then we just come kind of back down. So this is what that sounds like. Real easy, real smooth, man. So this is what we got all together, man. I'll just start it from here. So y'all see what we working with, man. Let's get into them drums. FL need to make a way for you to like duplicate everything to the second half and one click. That'll be so fire. Cause I gotta sit here and do this for everything. So basically what I'm doing here, I'm putting these like last couple notes in the pattern in thirds. It gives it like a little different bounce, and like, especially in my opinion, when you're at like 120 BPM and you put things in like that thirds grid, I don't know how to describe it. It's just like a different little, you know what I'm saying, little bounce to it, man. You'll hear it here once I get this down. It's like that WHEEZY kind of bounce almost. Like that. Alright, so I'm gonna try and get the levels right real quick and kind of like mix the drums a little bit and show y'all a little bit of that process. So yeah, what I'm doing is I'm gonna highlight like the part of the beat where there's like the most noise going on. Probably might be over here really, And yeah, we're gonna go from there. So let's see. The perks like different sizes, playing with it really. Yeah, man. So let's arrange it. Time. So yeah, actually we're gonna leave it like that. So yeah, we got like a little intro here, hook, whatever they want to do. Then this is gonna be the verse during this little halftime part, and then they can come back with the hook, and then I guess this part right here is gonna be like a little bridge, like a little 8-bar bridge. And then we basically taking it from the top from there. I can just literally take all these drums and duplicate them over here. Like so. Like so. Boom, man. And then we got a whole beat. That's 3 minutes. So we can actually drop that. We can drop that. And we can cut this out. 255. I think that's good. Boom, just like that. And then on the intro, let's see. Let's get let's sauce this intro up a little bit. Alright, RC20. And they got some cool transition things in here. So let's see what this sounds like. Yeah, we can do it like that, something like that. So turn that on, create automation. So what this allows me to do is basically like automate the plug-in effect here. So if you right click on the little knob, go to create automation clip. And what I did, I just highlighted the section because I just want it on this intro, so it's only gonna have it here. And then we're just gonna basically have it off at the end there, and we'll just do it like that, little curve, and we'll see what that sounds. Actually, a little curve like that. And yeah, this is what that'll sound like. That right there is just a very small change. I kind of just heard that in my head just to give it a little more variation so it's not the exact same 808 pattern the whole way through. I think that's pretty player right there. So we gonna just move that like that. Real simple, man. Real simple. We just literally pitched up an octave and that gave it kind of different feel. So that's the beat right there now. There we have it, folks. Man, y'all boys know I couldn't wait to get back and do another video, man. I've been sitting here tending to this knee, but like I said, man, we recovering well. Hey, man, if your head got to bob at any point, if you learn something, you gotta drop me the like. It's the right thing to do, man. Help the channel grow. Sub if you're new. Come on, man. We gonna keep the videos coming. But yeah, that's another beat for y'all. Shout out my boy Sober. Again, I'm gonna put his stuff right here. Y'all go follow my boy, man. He got them loops for you for real now. But yeah, that's another video for y'all boys, man. We out.